It's Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity, and we are in Coronado, California today at an iconic little installation that we did back in 2018. It hasn't seen any maintenance from me for 4 years. So I thought this would be a really excellent opportunity to once again show you how run-amucky this stuff can get. So let's break it down. In 2018, I was still enamored with this Euphorbia antipurpureum. I am no longer enamored with this plant, and for obvious reasons. Look at how run-amucky this thing is. It is such a hot mess. This plant will be coming out of this garden. Its potential is too great. It gets too big. No. So it's a hot no. Our beautiful blue glow agave has bloomed out. This is a beautiful agave, but its lifespan isn't much more than 5, 6, 7 years in my experience. Also, check out the Euphorbia trigona. I don't even have words for that. I don't know why that plant failed here, but Greg said, well, just put in a new one. And I said, no, the definition of crazy is doing things the same way and expecting different results. So for whatever reason, clearly Euphorbia trigona is a no in this exposure environment zone, whatever you want to call it. The Dazzlerian longissimum is awesome, but look at how crowded it is against the Petalanthus bracteatus. Now this Petalanthus is framing this wall beautifully. I don't really want to do anything with that. So my idea is to dig out the Dazzlerian and move it to the other side, and I'll show you where we're going with that. Now the Tapestry, I'm really happy with. We have, it's really beautiful and full through here. We have a little bit of dieback in a couple places. I did bring some new 1 gallons to pop in. The Ruchia in this garden is thriving. Everywhere we planted it, it is full and gorgeous. This agave perii truncata is also just a stunner. We've got a pup growing right here that I'd like to remove. This is just, we got an early start on maintenance. This is just bloom out from a kalanchoe, I think from this kalanchoe. Barrel's obviously doing well. So yeah, that's kind of the plan over here. Then on this side, the guys are already making quick work. This was supposed to be an agave Mediopicta alba, and it looks a lot more like an Americana cousin to me. It's way too big. The branches are way too erect, not curved the way the Mediopicta is supposed to be, and it's just way too big. Gotten way too big for this garden. So the plan is to also remove this Petalanthus, because these Hollywood junipers also, these have gotten a lot bigger in the last 8 years or 6 years, or what, 2018, 9, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 years since we did this install, and I don't feel like this Petalanthus is really necessary here anymore. I think this will be a beautiful home for the Dazzlerian longissimum. So that's the plan with that. We look at these Mangave jaguars, and they've gotten too big for the space, but this is a very easy fix. And look at all the pups off of that I'm not even going to call the Mediopicta because it's just not, it doesn't deserve to be called that. The Mediopictas aren't supposed to pup like crazy like this either. So yeah, we'll get all those pups out of here. All of these jaguars we will size. They're very easy to crack and size and make smaller. So that's not a problem. This, whatever it is a volunteer. I did not plant this. It's some sort of a lily. It's a great plant, but it doesn't really work in this garden. So that's coming out. Again, check out the Ruchia. Oh, you are so pretty. It's so beautiful. The Tapestry in this garden is really dried out on this side. I'm not sure. I'm going to have Greg check the irrigation. This is on subterranean drip. And sometimes things happen. There could be a kink in the line or, some issue, or maybe it just gets really hot on this side. I don't know. But we will tear in and check back in with you in a little bit. Okay, it is a wrap in Coronado on Isabella in the front of the little apartments. And it took five of us all day to get this done, because we had to do edits and we had to move some things around. So extra bonus points if you can tell where we moved plants around. Here is that hot mess corner where we took out the bloomed out blue glow and the antipurpureum. We put in a little Senecio skyscraper there. I really like that blue. We had a little Hesper aloe hidden, which kind of softens up that rock. Here's our variegated attenuata. We also added fresh 1 gallons. We probably used a dozen 1 gallons to tighten up the tapestries. But the little aloes have really done the job and are filling in and spreading out beautifully. You know, the Ruchia is awesome. We moved the barrel cactus. There was an aloe vera right there that just didn't look good. And this barrel was somewhere in this vicinity, so we just moved it back there. I like that better. Yeah. So good. We picked up all of the river rock and dusted underneath it and placed it all back again, which looks really, really fresh. The agave jaguars have been brought to heel. There's one right there. We took them all out and then just popped in some cuttings. Loving, 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 again, all the Ruchia in this garden. We replanted the blue pot with just a single aloe vera. Super happy with that. And I think the star of the day was moving that Dazzlerian longissimum from the left side to the right. We took out the petalanthus that was over here. Doesn't that look so nice? Wow. And Millii, love this garden, just in bloom year round. Show it to you from this angle. Right? Yeah, so hopefully our client will get with me before 4 years pass. She's wanting to do the parking strips. She's very excited about that, right? See, right now there's an ugly grass, which she has to pay to water. So we would do all of this parking strip area, which is very, very exciting. That'll be coming up next. Okay, so thank you all so much for following along. I hope this has inspired you to get out and work some magic in your own beautiful succulent gardens. This has been Laura of Design for Serenity in Coronado with your maintenance on a garden that was installed in 2018. Bye, guys.